Five's gonna be opening under the gun. Okay, when we get a cold call in position where we're playing with a lot of checks, this hand actually, maybe I could justify turning this hand into a bluff here on this board. In fact, we're just gonna stick with the strategy. Okay, choose a pretty large sizing here. Not really anything for us to do. Bluff fold. Queen 10 suited against the hijack open. I think we can 3-bet sometimes. It's a really small open. Well, it's not that small, it's normal sized. I could see flatting or calling or 3-betting here. I think we're gonna opt for a 3-bet this time. It's gonna be really hard for him to realize much equity against this, being out of position. He's just got to fold a lot pre. Okay, really dry board. We completely whiff. I think we either bet small or we just check back. I think we could bet small here, being in position. We have the best ace X's. Okay, once he calls and the 6 rolls off, he shouldn't. 6 shouldn't really help either one of us. We're just gonna flat with 7s here. I think we just give up probably, although we do have the best. We unblock all the back doors. But I guess one backdoor sort of is improving. Okay, so we just flat, he c-bets, very dry board. I don't think we can fold at all. I don't think we do anything but call. Okay, we flop a monster down here. Okay, he checks. I think we could bet small for protection. I just don't know, like he could be checking 8s, 9s, 10s, hands like that. Like our hand wants protection. I'm just not sure it's strong enough. We're gonna check back. And then here, what happened here? We opened, we are going to play this board as a check raise, I think. Okay, the ace is obviously a better card for his range. I think we just let it go. Oops. And here the king comes, it's better for us. We get to be aggressive on the king. And although I guess we have the pair, I guess we're just checking. Do we go for thin value here? I think we can probably. I'd expect him to bet a king if he had it on the turn. I guess we could get called by ace high if we bet small enough, or maybe 6s, 7x, something like that. Nope. King 10 off and the hijack. Not 100% sure. Okay, looks like I can open King 10 off from the hijack. Queen 10 off, we can open about half the time. Jack 10 off, we're always folding. Ace four's pretty wet, but it's also pretty hard for him to hit. We have the two of hearts, probably helps us slightly. Maybe just calling, nothing else we can really do there. I'm wondering if we want to turn twos into a bluff here, if we just try to take a showdown value. Well, we could probably fold a little too fast, so we could bluff raise there. Well, maybe not. Just wondering if he checks an ace on the turn all that often. But I guess he could be overbetting there with a jack. You feel pretty confident. I think ace nine's just a maybe a little too strong to turn to a bluff on that board. We're just gonna take her. Okay. Okay, interesting. We get 3-bet by the big blind. I'm actually not sure if ace 10. I mean, we're in position here, but it's 11 bigs. Pretty big. He should be 3-betting polarized from the big blind. I don't know. This hand's easily dominated. We can't make a flush. Not very playable. I think we just a fold probably. But I'm not 100% sure. Button open, small blind fold, big blind raise. Yeah, ace 10 off's just pretty much a pure fold. Okay, here he goes pretty large being in position. This hand's much more playable than our ace 10 off, I suppose. But I still don't think we can call being out of position here, especially with this being so large. Ace 7 off. Depending on whether this is a 3-bet or just a flat. I'm gonna 3-bet, it's offsuit. It's not super playable. Hopefully we just get a fold. Okay, he limped and then snap check back the flop. Do we ever get ace high to fold? And is king high good enough to win a showdown? I don't think he'd check a flush draw twice. What types of hands would he be limping? It's like small pocket pairs. I don't think they're really folding on this river. He bets. It's kind of a different story, I guess. Okay, super short stack here. Support it should favor us, I think. I think he should be checking a ton. He bets half pot. I mean, I guess being in position is really useful here. I think we call one street, maybe. Think of a gut shot. He bets big. I guess we just fold. Probably pretty easy. How much equity do we have really? 8 into 20, so we need like 33%. We probably have much less, I would say. Wow, by ignition standards, this table kind of sucks. Clear open. Really awkward. Okay, super short stack. He like min 3 bets, and then there's a flat out of the big blind here. Just debating, like, would it make any sense to try to get in heads up with this guy for 35 bigs or so? We just want to call and try to flop a set. It's actually a pretty good flop for us. Sometimes these like awkward 3-bet sizes are just like nuts. 27, 25 into about 60. Now into 70. I guess like tens, jacks. We're just crushed by a lot of his hands. He'd have to, how many, like, is he just doing this with ace king and the two players? I don't know. He looks, I mean, probably a weaker player. Maybe it's just a call. Maybe eights are just a little too bad. King, queen off against an under the gun open. I'm trying to remember if this is a 3-bet. We open, he leads. We block 10 jack, we have a gut shot. 3 into 13. Guess we're just gonna fold it. 79. This probably should have been smaller sizing. Yeah, he checks. Oh, we got two players, so he called as well. I'm just gonna be checking. I guess this player's got like a lot of mediocre kings. Some hard draws. This player's got some hard draws. I think this player probably bets a king on the turn. But I think we just give up. I guess he's saying he has a queen. That size. Okay, so my ISO range should be a little bit stronger than my button open range. So his 3-betting range should be even stronger. This is even more weird now. We're getting an amazing price, but we're just pretty easily dominated by the small blind. That we have position, and I guess like he'll have to play cautiously post flop. We're definitely calling this hand, but I think we still just fold. Pretty bad hand, I guess. Okay, we got cold called in position. Gonna be playing pretty cautiously out of position. So we flop a gut shot and 2 overs. This guy leads into us, and this was the 3-better. 4 into 5. We're just gonna have to fold, I think. With the back door and a backdoor straight draw. Maybe we do get to call one. I mean, it's just such a big bet. So we just have to fold probably. I'm sorry. I think we just have to fold with this guy behind us. Hmm. It's gonna be hard to play the rest of this hand out of position, I think, right? It's probably borderline. Hmm. 7-8 checking back. I guess on his two-tone board with the diamonds, a check raise against a big bet. I guess we just have to fold, although it's to the nuts. Yeah, I still think even with the diamonds. I mean, what's our options there? We don't want to get it in. We check raising this board. Oh man, he goes for a big size. I was planning on check raising. I think I still am. Just don't necessarily have to go huge with my check raise now. He's got to call 12 into 27. It's getting sort of dicey. I guess Jack 10 improves. I don't know if he calls the check raise with King Queen, maybe King Queen of Hearts, King Queen of Spades. You'd have 10s, you'd have jacks, you'd have 10 jack. He's got over pairs. I think we bet small here. Or maybe we just don't bet. That is not a good card for us. I guess like unless he's got missed spades, which is possible. It's like if he has 10x of spades. What bluffs does he have here? Calls the check raise. Calls a small bet. Now he jams. Ace, king of spades. King, queen of spades is a straight. We block the sets, except for tens. We unblock the spades. You could just have jack X of spades. I mean, he'd literally have to have like ace, king of spades. Some other flush draw. Ace, five of spades. Yikes. I have no idea if that's a good call or not. Guess he has to have Jack X for be betting for value, right? Tens. All right, we're gonna call it. King 10 suited is probably the bottom of my open range, I would say. Okay, we get 3-bet. It's a good size. I like his sizing. Puts me in an awkward hand on hands like King 10 suited. But I think I already announced King 10 suited is the bottom of my open range probably. So I think it's just a fold probably for 5 into 15. Sucks to fold to that sizing, but it is what it is. All right.